Let's go, guys. It's Raul TV, Team R4UL, your favorite YouTube mechanic. We're back again with another job here. We've not done one of these in quite a long time, actually. So, yeah, I think I forgot how to do them. I'm only messing, guys. I'm only messing. Don't worry. Stick with me. Raul TV, we're going to sort it out. Toyota Yaris, 2017 Toyota Yaris. We're going to go ahead and replace the clutch on it, the clutch assembly. It's a petrol, 1.4 petrol. Not the hardest job in the world. Dead easy. I mean, you can even attempt it on the drive, outside, on the floor, jack it up, make sure it's nice and safe. Not the hardest job in the world, okay? Let's go, let's do it. Toyota Yaris clutch. Okay, first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to take the battery off. So in order to take the battery off, 10mm here. Take that off. Take the other side off as well, 10mm as well, underneath that cover. This one here, as you can see there. Take that off. We'll take the brackets off here. This one here, 10mm, and that one you don't have to take that off if you don't want to, but yeah, if you want to, you can take it off. It's entirely up to you. So yeah, take them three off, 1, 2, 3, and we'll go from there. Right, okay, the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this battery tray off. Well, in order to take that off, you need to take these 12mm bolts off. One here, there, what's left of it basically is so corroded. That one and that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take them 5 off. You got some wiring looms held on as well. Just push them to a side, and that's it. Yeah, this battery tray should come off, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys, what we're going to do now is the battery tray is off. As you can see there, battery tray is off. We're going to do a bit of tidying up, some housekeeping. So basically, reverse light switch off. Take these wires off from there. These, they should just ping off. Tie them up. Basically clear everything out of the way, you know, all the wiring loom, all the pipes and things like that, ancillaries. So that way we can gain access to the bell housing bolts, which shouldn't be too hard to get to. You know, these brackets here, instead of taking this wiring loom off the bracket, take the bracket off the gearbox there. As you can see there, 12mm, that one there. Take that off. That should come off with the bracket and everything. So basically we're going to tidy everything up, and then yeah, then I'll get back at you guys. Yeah, all right, okay guys, I'm in the process of tidying everything up, like cleaning all the the gearbox bay out, so I can gain access to all the bell housing bolts and everything. Just thought I'll mention there's an earth strap right down here. So if you look this way, make sure you take the earth strap off, and make sure you put it back on, refit it as well once you come to refitting it. So I thought I'll just mention that to you guys. 12mm, take that off as well, so you can move the wiring loom out of the way. Yeah, let's go. Okay guys, sit rep. As you can see here, I've tidied everything up. Everything looks good. We can gain access to the bell housing bolts. One there, a few up there as well, as you can make it out there. One there, another one just underneath there. There we go. Right, so that's all good. Happy days. We'll get to that in a minute. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take the linkage cables off. So dead easy. Get a little flat screwdriver or whatever you've got. Okay, and we just need to pick them off. These little clips here. Let's see if I can show you guys, or some side cutters. Just 1 minute. Okay guys, I'll try to show you guys and do it at the same time. So just get some side cutters onto them. Just spread it a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's one off. And we take the washer off. Not the washer, it's built in actually. Normally they have a washer on some of them. There we go, that comes off. Same for this one. Down there as well. This one there. That one there. Exactly the same way. We'll go ahead and take that off. Then we'll, instead of taking the cables off from the bracket, we're going to take the bracket off, then move the complete bracket out of the way. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to take that off first, and I'll get back at you guys. Okay, so these two are off. As you can see, that's all freestyling. That's off. That one is off as well. Exactly the same way I took this one off. Take the other one off as well. Now we're going to take these 3 bolts off. This one here. So we're going to take that one off there. Another one in there. I don't know if you can show you guys, but there's basically 3 bolts. Another one there, as you can see where my finger is, just there, and another one right down there. Okay, we're going to take them 3 off, and then obviously this whole bracket will come off. It is trust me guys, it's dead easy to take that take them 3 off. I know I can't get the camera in there, but when you get to it you'll see them 3 12mm bolts dead easy to take off. Let's go ahead and take them off. Actually, I'll take this one off while I'm at it. As you can see, you can get the ratchet and extension in there no problem, but you can't get the camera in there, right? So that comes off. The other 2 will come off as well, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, sit rep, as you can see here, I've tied the linkage cable up against the wiring loom and the brake pipes there, so it can't really move anywhere, it can't go anywhere, and there's plenty of gap there, so that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go around this way here, and we're going to go on this side. As you can see there, bell housing bolt right there. We're going to take that one off, another one there, and we've got 2 bolts there, as you can just make out there. I'll point it out in the edit. One's 17, this one here, right there, 17mm bolt, and that one is a 14mm. So we're going to take all of them off. So that's the starter motor bolt, by the way, this one here, right? So we're going to take all of these off, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I've took all the bell housing bolts off. As you can see here, if I go in there, there's one off there, another one off there, another one off down there, and the starter motor bolt, 14mm bolt right next to it, that's off as well. So what we're going to do now is this hydraulic pipe here, we'll take it off from there. Okay, we'll leave that bit on. Okay, so we'll take it off from here or here, whichever way is best for you guys. But I would recommend, I think what we should do is we'll take it off from here, okay, and leave this bit on. Leave that, take them 2 bolts off, these 2 bolts off here. Okay, take them 2 off, take it off from here, and then we'll take that 12mm bolt off, that 12mm bolt off, and then that bracket off from there. And then that way, all this will come off in one piece, and we're just left with that pipe that goes inside there into the, you know, concentric slave cylinder. We're just left with that. So that's what I think what we'll do. I hope I made that clear. So basically, first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this pipe off with a pipe plier, and then we'll take them 2 bolts off, 12mm bolts off. Okay, well, let's do that. Okay guys, right, we've took the hydraulic pipe off for the concentric slave cylinder. I was supposed to take it off from there, remember, but it's not coming off for some reason. I don't know why it's not coming off, so we'll get to that after. What we're going to do now is we're not going to take this mounting off. The way we're going to do it is we're going to send the car up on the ramp all the way up, and then we're going to leave this bolt on. Okay, it's loose, as you can see, it's loose. There we go, all loose. Right, we're going to leave this bolt on. We're going to take most of these off. Okay, these here, this one, and another one here, 14, this one, I've already slackened them. There's another one in there, as you can see there, that's slackened as well. Okay, if you want, take that one off, because that's a bit headache to get to. Take this one off, take this one off, leave that one on, or leave these 2 on. Okay, we're slackened all the way. Take them 2 off, leave this one on, and then we'll send it up on the ramp all the way up, and then we'll tackle the underneath, basically a drive shaft, things like that. So yeah, so first things first, we're going to take this one off, and we're going to take that one off. We'll slacken these fully slack, so basically, as you can see, fully slack. That one is 99% slack as well, and yeah, we'll go from there. Right, okay, so as you can see, I've took that one off, them 2 are still on but loose. The nut around this side, it had a 14mm nut, this bolt here, obviously, nut and bolt. I've took the nut off, with the bolt still in there. So everything is absolutely loose on the top. We're going to send it up, tackle the bottom, let's go. Okay guys, as you can see there, I've sent the car up on the ramp. If you are doing it on the floor, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you are doing it on the floor, make sure it's nice and safe. You know, jack it up and everything, and make sure it's nice and safe. So what we're going to do now is I've took the wheel off. I'm not going to show you how to take the wheel off, basically, for, you know, 21mm nuts. So that's it, yeah. We're going to go ahead and take these covers off. this cover, if you want, take this one off as well on the front here. It goes all the way around. I think there's a joint there. Okay, you don't have to take this side off. This side off. You don't have to take this side off if you don't want to. But the passenger side, we're going to take this cover off and we'll go from there. Okay, I've took the cover off. Just before I forget and before you guys give me a third degree, to take the cover off, it's just 10 milli bolt there, another one there, and few bolts goes along the front as well. One there, 10 milli, another 10 milli bolt there, but it's that's come off anyway. Another 10 milli bolt there. So basically, yeah, a few 10 milli bolts, 10 mil bolts all the way around the cover. That comes off. You'll see it, a bit of common sense. Right, we'll get to the bell housing and everything in a minute. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take the ball joint off. Two ways to do it. One is take the ball joint off, actual ball joint off, or worst case scenario, if it doesn't come off, I'll show you guys after. But if it comes off, then I'm not going to show you the other way. We're going to take the split pin off from this side. But if you look at this side, it hasn't got a split pin. It's a nylock nut. Obviously, somebody's replaced the wishbone in the past. It's a different type of wishbone. So yeah, whatever you've got, you might have a nut like that on there. That's a 18 mil or 19 mil, or you might have one of them on, you know, with the castle nut on. So yeah, whatever you've got. Basically, the main objective is take the ball joint off. Okay guys, as you can see there, I've took the ball joints off. That's off. The one on this side is off. I'll just get both hands onto it. That will come off. What we're going to do now is we're going to drain the oil on the gear oil, that is. So we've got one of these size 10 Allen key. Okay, so all we do is now take that off. I've already cracked it. I know you guys are thinking, how do you take it off? Get a 21 mil socket on that, or if you've got the proper Allen key, just take it off with the proper Allen key. The filler plug is there. Drain plug is there. I'm going to go ahead and drain that. What do you think? Do you think I'll get it in there in one go? What do you think? I think let's go for it. Boom! There we go. Straight in there. Let's drain the oil. Right, okay, I've drained the oil. What we're going to do now is we're going to take the drive shafts off. I haven't took the center nut off there, the hub nut. I've not took that off because all we're going to do is we're going to move the drive shaft this way, and we'll just secure it on the side here. One less thing to take off. As you can see, I've already started taking it off here. I had to give it a little hit there, okay, with a little chisel, hammer and chisel. Or I mean, I wouldn't really recommend prying it. You can damage the seal, the drive shaft seal. So all you do is, I'll show you guys. Just get a flat pry bar there that you can hit, or a hammer and a chisel, and just chisel that off. That will come off, and a few more hits on that. As you can see there, it's already separated. It will come off. Same on this side as well. That will come off. And yeah, after that, everything else should be plain sailing. Right, okay, that drive shaft is out. I'll get to that after. I might just have to take that nut off. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I might have to, basically, you know, or it's in the way there when we take the gearbox off. It's going to be in the way. Right, so this side, we don't have to take it off. Trust me on that one, you don't have to take it off. What we're going to do now is we're going to take all these bell housing bolts off. 14 mil here, there, another one there, another one there. Leave this one on. This can be our last bolt, so 17 mil. If you want, you can crack it, but just leave it on there. Right, we're going to go around to this side, around the back here, after we take these bell housing bolts off, that is. We're going to take these bell housing bolts off first, and then we're going to rest this drive shaft on to one of these bell housing bolt spaces. So if I take this one off from here, right, so that, as you can see there, that's off from there. Just took that off. What we'll do now is we'll take the drive shaft off and just rest it against that, because that is the engine block. It's nothing to do with the gearbox. So yeah, we'll take the rest of them off, and then we'll tackle this side. We've got one starter bolt left on this side, and that's about it. I don't think we've got a bell housing bolt on this side, any more bell housing bolts on this side. So we've got one more starter bolt there, as you can see there. We'll take that off, this one here, and that's about it, yeah. So what we're going to do now is we've taken the drive shafts out. This is what I meant. Basically just, sorry about the noise in the background. If you can't hear me properly, I'm sorry. So I've rested the drive shaft onto the engine there, so that can stay there. This one I might have to do something to it. I'll get to that, don't worry about that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go there, take that off, that last starter motor bolt, take that off. We'll take this mounting off, 14mm here, should be another one more behind there, or maybe two more behind there, one more behind there. Main bolt here, take that off. If possible, take this off as well. That's it. So first things first, let's take that off. So I've already cracked it with a 14mm socket, millimeter socket and ratchet. Just take it off with your fingers. It's on your hand tight now. Starter motor's all freestyling, which is good. Happy days. Make sure it doesn't fall on your head. That's it. Okay guys, as you can see, I've took that bolt off. Right, starter motor is all off and everything. What we're going to do now is I'll be straight up honest with you. As you can see, I'm out of breath. This bolt totally tight. It was really tight, 19mm. Well, that's off now. You might be thinking, how would I take off so easy? Actually, it was really tight. Okay, so we're going to take this off as well, and then take this off, 14mm, and there's another one that goes in there behind this bracket, which is a 14mm. We'll get to that after. Let's take this off, 19mm. Then this dog bone comes out of the way. Then we can either leave that there or take that off as well. That comes off. Happy days. That comes off as well. So the numbers facing the right way around, 92, whatever you got, or mark it whichever way. You don't want to get it the wrong way around. So there we go. That's the way. And there's an arrow kind of thing facing towards the front. So yeah. Right, let's take that off, and then we'll take these off. Happy days. Right, okay, about this drive shaft, like I mentioned, I'm not taking that off because look at that. That looks terrible, okay? So leave that. So what we've done is, I said when I get to it, I'll show you guys. Took the drop link off. Take the drop link off, right, with a bit of help, right, okay? And now the drive shaft will swing this way. You can do whatever you want now, all the space in the world. Right, let's go. Okay, so we've took the drive shaft off. That's out of the way. In order to take the gearbox out, remember we left the mounting on the top. Reason why it is because I can gain access this way. Take this bolt off, but before we take that off, we need the hoist on there, on the engine, so that's secure there. Leave that last bolt on, slackened. So we're going to take this bolt off, 14mm bolt off, and then them two here, we're going to take them two off. Remember them two? We slackened them, remember, from the top. So take them off, that bracket comes off, lower the gearbox down, get a friend, or if you're strong enough, take it off by yourself. But I would recommend you phone a friend and take it off, and yeah, we'll go from there. Right, okay, the mounting is off, and the gearbox is absolutely freestyling, as you can see there. We've got the hoist on there, safety. We're going to go ahead and take that last bolt off. Then I'm going to get my brother to give me a hand and lift it out, basically drop it out, and yeah, that's it. Then we can gain access to the clutch, replace the clutch. You can see there, the clutch has been taken off. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. Before I even got to it, my brother took it off, so I'm not going to check my videos out on how to take the clutch. On these, I think they're 12mm, basically 12mm bolts all the way around, and you just waz it off. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. So the clutch is off, it's on the floor there, right? As for the slave cylinder, I told him to get out of the way because I'm going to take that off, right? 12mm socket, take them three off, 1, 2, and 3, and then hopefully the concentric slave cylinder, that should come off. It is a stupid design because the pipe goes on there, and let's face it, these brake pipes and everything, and the the slave cylinder pipes, just say you don't tighten it up properly or there's a leak there, then you have to take the full gearbox off again. Absolutely rubbish design. Anyway, it should be just click and plug and play, and that should have been all right, but that's the way they designed it, so that's it. Okay, the concentric slave cylinder, that's on, all tightened up and everything, 3 bolts tightened up. I've even got the pipe on there. Make sure you don't put this side on, put this side on first, okay, properly with your fingers all the way in. Okay, then what you could do is put them 2 bolts on, okay, and then tighten up on this pipe, and that one there, and then hopefully, all being well, you're good to go. Right, okay, the new clutch is on, guys. Well, common sense basically, just put the clutch on, make sure you put it on the right way. It says gearbox side, as you can just make it out there. Gearbox side goes on towards the gearbox side, okay. I can't really explain that any other way. Make sure you put all these bolts on, but just put them on finger tight for now, so you can move the friction plate. As you can see there, I can just about move it. And what you need is a clutch lining up tool. If you haven't got a clutch lining up tool, obviously you have to feel your way through it. But I'll be straight up honest with you guys, if you can just get one of these, that will give yourself, you know, all the lining up you need. Basically put that through there. It goes in straight in there like that, no messing. And basically that is 99.9% lined up. So all you do now is just tighten up on these. If you want the correct torque setting, just check it on technical data book online or anything like that, and that's it, you're good to go. We're going to tighten up on these. Happy days, let's go. Okay, if you are doing it by yourself, make sure you lock the flywheel up with something, because you don't want the engine turning anti-clockwise, because these are chain driven engines, and if the timing chain jumps while you're tightening it up, then obviously you've got big problems. So get somebody to either hold it on the crank side, on the crank pulley, or if you've got the locking tool, lock it up, and that's it. Then tighten these up. Right, I thought I'll just mention that before you guys go actually tightening it up. Right, so we've got the lining up tool in there. That's it, let's tighten it up. Alright guys, there we have it. The gearbox is back in. Make sure you get 2 people to put it back in, because if you're doing it by yourself, if you're strong enough, do it by yourself, but you're still going to struggle, because you need to hold it with one hand, get the bolts in with the other hand. Well, it's up to you. If you're strong enough, go for it. I've got this bolt on, a few of the bell housing bolts on here. Starter motor bolt is on, which is the main bell housing bolt on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to secure the gearbox. We're going to put the mounting on. That mounting, everything in reverse order basically. The mounting came off last, so it's going to go on first. Okay, so basically in reverse order, we'll put that mounting on, we'll put this mounting on, put the drive shafts on, ball joints on, and then basically send it down. We'll bleed it and everything in reverse order. Let's go, let's do it.